Here is how to swing a golf club in a super simple 5-step process. So we're just going to go straight into the video at step number 1, and that is the takeaway. So when we're taking the golf club away, if we want to keep it super simple, what we want to try and do is rock our shoulders and chest, so there's a little bit of rotation with a little bend back to here. So when the club is parallel with the ground, we've just rocked our shoulders, we've turned the rib cage slightly, and there's not too much lower body movement going on. So step 1, when we're taking that golf club away, we want to use the upper body. There's going to be a little bit of a shift. The ribs and the shoulders turn their way into this position. And the only other thing that's really sort of happening is the right wrist starts to bend back slightly. So as you're turning, you bend your right wrist back slightly, and essentially this Y shape that you keep down your arms and down your club, you rock it to the side slightly, you bend the wrist back, and then you get yourself into this position. So that is step 1. Rock the rib cage, rock the shoulders, keeping that Y shape. And the only thing you maybe start to do in step 1 is bending this wrist back slightly. Step 2 is going to take us halfway into our backswing. So from that position, what we want to start to do after step 1 is we want to try and hinge our wrists and sort of set them and get the golf club running somewhere between the right elbow and the top of the right bicep. That gets the club on plane. This would be a steep plane. This would be a very flat plane. That gets on plane, which can really help with rotation and club face control and lots of different things. So if we can get that club a little bit more on plane through the right bicep, so you're moving back and we start to hinge the wrists, almost creating a sort of L shape from this side, from this angle. And in this position, it's cutting through the right bicep. Step 3, from there you're trying to rotate your whole torso. So that's going to include our hips, our torso, our shoulders. From that position there, we are just going to turn our way to the top. So from step 2 to step 3, we go here and continue to rotate until you can't turn anymore, and then you're in a good position. Step 4, what we want to try and do is shift the weight towards the front foot and keep our club more behind us. We're aiming to get the club, when it's halfway down, we're aiming to get the club shaft matching our toe line and the club head in line with the hands. So step 4 is a shift as the hands stay back. The hands stay back behind the head, the club moves into this space, and halfway down, this is a really key position in the swing. Shaft in line with the toes, there or thereabouts. Slightly this way would encourage a draw, slightly that way would encourage a fade. But we definitely don't want it at any crazy extreme. We don't want it way out here, we don't want it way in there. We want it roughly parallel with the toes. Also at this position, especially if we're hitting an iron, we want slightly more weight on the left leg. That's going to encourage really good ball striking. And then from that position, we just want to rotate around onto our left leg and finish there. To summarise all those points, step 1 is a rocking motion of the shoulders and rib cage with a little bit of bend in the right wrist. Step 2 is a continuation of the hinge. So you're going to hinge the wrists and you're aiming for the shaft to come between your elbow and the top of your bicep, or this T-peg at the bottom of the club pointing down and forward. It's not going towards my toes, it's not going towards the wall. That would get our golf club off plane, it wouldn't be on plane. Once we're in that position, we rotate our way up to the top, and ideally we're looking for the club shaft roughly parallel with the floor, or however far you can go whilst staying in a good posture, not wrapping the club around your neck, which could cause some issues with contact. But you get into that position, you continue to turn, trying to stay fairly centered with your head on top of the ball. That's you made a good backswing in 3 simple steps. In the downswing, this really seems to be the holy grail and can be the difference between really good golfers and golfers who are struggling, is the start of the downswing. So as you're swinging down, you want a shift of the weight, so your lower body starts to drive, your upper body's not doing too much yet, your lower body starts to drive whilst the club and the arms fall what feels like behind you. They fall into this space, they don't move into this space. So once you're halfway down, the club shaft is parallel with the toes, the club head is roughly in line with the hands, and more weight is on the left leg with an iron. From there, you just rotate the hips, rotate the body, and really try and finish on that left side. So if you're looking for a simple 5-step guide, this is something that you can try. You can try some swings at home, you can try some swings on the range, and try and reach each key and attempt those positions in the swing, particularly the downswing. The downswing is going to be the most important. If you can get your club in a really good position here, that dramatically improves your chances. Improved contact, good club face stability. If you get here, you're going to have a pretty neutral and good swing path. You're not going to be at the extremes. You're going to hit the middle of the face quite a lot, and lots of good things can come if you get into a good position here. That's what you find what the best players in the world do, so focus way more on that downswing position, and then once you're there, that's when you can start adding other pieces. So try it out, maybe pick one or two to start off with, the ones that are most relevant to you. If you're looking for any help with this simple guide, you are more than welcome to send some swings through the Skillest app. If you check the description link down below, you can video some swings, send them over to me, and I would get you a free analysis and a free video feedback where you can see what we need to do to make your golf better, and a video feedback to support you with some drills, some swing thoughts, and some things that are going to help you play better golf. So check that description link below. If you're looking for any free golf tips, there's also a free weekly newsletter. If you're also looking for more free golf lessons, click the link down below to sign up to my newsletter, and that gets you weekly and monthly golf tips, a lot of them that aren't on the channel. So sign up to that, you get free tips hitting your inbox regularly. So sign up, get some free tips regularly, and thanks for watching.